And I lie about anyone and everything. It's not just a habit. It's a compulsion, a force that drives me to twist reality. It's not something I can control or explain. It's like a shadow that follows me, whispering falsehoods into my ear. For as long as I can remember, the truth has always felt optional, a mere suggestion rather than a necessity. You see, my lies are like threads weaving through my life, binding me in a web of deceit. Each lie is a new thread, adding to the complexity of the web. The more I lie, the more tangled it gets. It's a never-ending cycle, a spiral that pulls me deeper. And the more tangled it gets, the harder it becomes to break free. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. I lie to my friends, to my family, even to strangers. But the worst part, I use my own child in my lies. Innocent and trusting, they believe every word I say. They look up to me, not knowing the darkness that lurks behind my words. They don't see the monster behind my smile. The facade I wear is so convincing, even I sometimes believe it. Last week, I told my neighbor that my child was gravely ill. I could see the horror in their eyes, the pity etched on their faces. They were genuinely concerned, their hearts heavy with sympathy. They brought over food, offered help. Their kindness was overwhelming, yet it was all based on a lie. But it was all based on a lie, a grotesque, twisted lie, a fabrication that served no purpose other than to feed my compulsion. Another time, I told my boss that my child had been in an accident. I got time off work, sympathy from my colleagues. They rallied around me, offering support and understanding, but there was no accident. Just my words spinning a dark, false reality. A reality that only existed in my mind, yet felt so real. Why do I do it? I wish I knew. I've asked myself this question countless times, but the answer eludes me. Perhaps it's the thrill of deception, the power it gives me, the feeling of control, of bending reality to my will. Or maybe it's the fear of being ordinary, of living a life without color or chaos. But whatever the reason, the lies keep coming. And with each one, I sink deeper into the abyss. An abyss of my own making, where the lines between truth and lies blur. Sometimes I wonder what my child will think of me when they grow up and see the truth. Will they hate me? Will they understand? Or will they simply become like me, another link in the chain of lies? This is my confession, my curse. My name is Avery and I lie. I lie about anyone and everything. It's a burden I carry, a weight that grows heavier with each falsehood. And as I sit here, surrounded by the shadows of my own making, I realize that the scariest thing about my lies is that they feel more real than the truth ever did. The end. Remember, the darkest lies are the ones we tell ourselves. They are the hardest to escape, the most difficult to confront.
All right. Now we should be working. What's up, Will B? All right. Now we should be working. I apologize. I forgot me in Phoenix unplugged my microphone. And then I'm like, holy fuck, where's the cord? So yeah, I apologize. What's up, everyone? Happy gobble gobble tomorrow. I have a packed fridge. I don't even know why I cook so much because I don't eat a lot. And it's just me and the boys. But I cooked for I bought a 14-pound turkey. And we got mashed potatoes and yams with marshmallows and stuffing and gluten-free stuffing and gluten-free cornbread. We got tons of stuff. Hey, RR. I haven't seen you in a while. So, good news, half good news. We got the laser engraver. Phoenix set it all up. The problem is that I may not be able to use it till the summer. Why, you might ask? Because we can't get it to work from my computer. Phoenix's laptop, it works perfectly. So we're hoping to try again tomorrow. I may talk a little loud because my ear is clogged. It was like bleeding earlier. And I think because I cleaned it out too hard, but now it's like clogged up. So like if I wasn't deaf enough before, I'm going to be even more deaf now. So hopefully it'll clear up. But I keep doing like a suction on it, trying to get it to clear up because I could feel it's clogged. Someone said like you could pop your eardrum, but all I did was clean it out. So I don't know what's up, but I have a clogged ear. So I hope everyone's doing good tonight. I know I did when I was younger. We used to go out tonight. It's like the biggest bar night of the year. But when you're old, you sit home and go on YouTube. See, there you go. So I want everyone to, I wasn't even going to talk about this psycho bitch again, but some things came up. And honestly, I don't know if she responded. I don't know if she deleted her channel. I don't know what's up with her. But, yeah, the night before Thanksgiving is the biggest bar night of the entire year. It always has been. So we used to go out, we used to party. Tonight's like a big partying night. I told Phoenix, be careful driving. So we were discussing some things in Discord, and some things came up. And we just wanted to kind of prove more of her lies. And then maybe she'll learn to shut the fuck up and stop running her mouth. Stop putting me in the middle of her mouth and the middle of her lies. What's up, Michelle? So I didn't say hi to everyone, though. What's up, Debbie? I was just thinking about you because you have not checked your Facebook messages. So it's up, Suzanne, Bad Wolf, Lindsay. Lindsay, by the way, is having a baby girl. I just want everyone to know that. She just found out today that she's having a baby girl. So yay for Lindsay. And what's up, Sly? And RRR. And We'll Be. And Griselda had reached out. She confirmed she did contact that company, but I don't know what she said. And Hush Puppy, you told me to check notifications. I have checked every notification I have, and I do not see anything from you. So please tell me what I'm missing. You never followed up. Oh, another thing I want to say. Let's get this out in the open. My other channel. Not that I owe anybody an explanation, but I'll give you one anyway. To this troll, fake, fraud, whoever, who put out there, why did I get defensive? You told me that I plagiarized my own fucking video. I didn't plagiarize anything. I wrote every single word of that. Now, where I don't owe anybody an explanation, but I'll give one anyway. Do I do all my own editing when it comes to the writing? No. Nobody ever said I was a great writer. Nobody ever said that I don't get a little help with the editing part of it. Show me a news report that doesn't have an editor. Show me anybody that doesn't have somebody editing, especially if they're not that great of a writer. So, but plagiarize? Absolutely fucking not. And yeah, I have every right to get pissed when you tell me that I plagiarized my own fucking video. So Susie, whatever the fuck your name is, I don't know. I don't remember the numbers after it. Go fuck yourself. And I put it out there. You think I plagiarized? Go ahead and prove to me where I plagiarized from. I wrote every motherfucking word. So go fuck yourself. So I just want to put that out there. First and foremost. Secondly, Friday's video, because tomorrow's Thanksgiving, Friday's video, I know I drop them every Friday, will probably come on Saturday because honestly, I haven't even found a case that I want to cover yet. So that'll probably work on tonight since all my cooking's done. So I just want to also put that out there. But I'm trying to find like another really wicked case that doesn't involve a mother and a child because that's what I've done the last 2 weeks. So I'm trying to find something that doesn't involve a mom and a child, even though it seems to be pretty fucking easy. There's more mothers killing children than I've ever seen. Hey, Amber. Yes, Bad Wolf in our secret Discord meeting. So me and Chunky Butt went on a walk today. We walked about a mile, and Dayton took her out on a walk earlier. So, and I bought her weight management food. So Chunky Butt is gonna be walking a lot. All right, so let's get into this psychopath. And again, Avery, if you'd like to come up, you are more than welcome, but I know you won't. So when she was in Crime Sleuthing, if you're watching, you might want to hear this. So when she was fighting with Crime Sleuthing, she went off on Crime Sleuthing, saying how she went against her Mormon religion. And she said that Mormons, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think she said that Mormons, I don't know, killed their own kids, whatever it was. I don't remember what it was. Mom is not being charged, although I think she was aware of. Oh, I think she was aware of it too. But that still involves a child death. I think I'm going to cover like a husband and wife death. So Avery got on Crime Sleuthing about this Mormon shit. And we were all like, I don't think I've ever heard Avery talk about being a Mormon before. Now, Avery swears she's always been a Mormon. Well, we found proof that's just not true. That would be another lie. So let's go ahead and listen to it. And again, I want to thank Miss Tree Hugger for the wonderful video. Bear with me. Yeah, I could be wrong, Alaska, on what exactly she said. I just, if I listen to it again, I might like cringe too much. So that's why I'm gonna say it was something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something along those lines. Uh-oh. All right, it's working. All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna just pull it from Discord instead of trying to find it. Oh wait, is that it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so let's listen to, because Mormons don't have pastors. Hey, Kelsey. Do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada? She would call herself a Latter-day Saint if true, but Mormons don't have pastors, right? Alaska? You told me what, Bad Wolf? They have bishops. That's what Amber said. Okay. So let's listen to what Avery says. This was 2 years ago, by the way.
No way. No way. I want to see the receipts.
When do you guys think this stress will stop from Split? So, jump to conclusions. I talked to, well, he's my pastor, Happy Caffeinated, if you knows what I'm talking about. But he called me last night and he was like, Avery, what are you doing? Why do you have all this stuff on your YouTube? You know that just engaging in this is not right. And this is not.
Now, let's just say, who actually believes that her pastor called her and told her to get her stuff off YouTube? I really highly doubt that. So I'm going to call bullshit just on that alone. But you hear how she said her pastor called her?
It's the Christian way. And so, anyhow.
Oh, her pastor said that's not the Christian way. Oh, well, that's not, I didn't hear a bishop say it's not the Mormon way. So you bitched at Crime Sleuthin about calling you, going against your Mormon faith that you grew up in and blah, blah, blah. And here just 2 years ago, you had pastors calling you because you were a Christian. Just another lie.
Well, I took it down.
I'm sorry, who is he you're referring to that you're going to get married to? Sorry, I'm a little slow.
Oh, his name's Jason Jensen, and he's on. He's an investigator. He's also former law school. He was law. He's a criminal investigator, investigations expert, but he has like a lot of affiliations with Court TV and different shows. And he's also the founder of the Cold Case Coalition. So, I mean,
he is a co-founder of the Cold Case Coalition. That is correct. Co-founder.
Worked his way up, you know. So when him and I got together, he was like, why do you have this drama on your channel? You know, the stuff about Dolly.
So he was the one that encouraged you. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow because I don't know too much about this. And if I'm reiterating things that might have been brought up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm kind of right there with you, Tim. I was running as we go.
Yeah, so, you know, forgive me for that. You're saying that this gentleman, I'm just going to call him the gentleman, the guy you're with right now, told you to get rid of the Dolly stuff on, like the whole drama with Dolly on your channel. Is that what you're implying?
Well, he didn't tell me to, but he said, you know, you're better than this. You love doing true crime. That's your passion. You know, like, don't let your channel turn into this. And
so this is the reason.
License to go off. Not
This
as
is
much
what-
taking off, but just license in general.
So,
and he was right, because the second that I took it all down, all the harassment stopped. So he was 100% right.
I do believe he probably said that, but that's because he was working with her in a capacity of a business relationship. And just like everybody else, he was fooled.
okay.
In fact, Mo can tell you, because she's asked me to go live.
So you had some drama with Dolly in the past. You had some videos about them. I don't, you know, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to reiterate.
Lots.
Lots of drama. Let's put down lots of drama.
It took a long time to get it to stop.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to understand. I'm not trying to.
Right. No, I know.
So you had a lot of drama with Dolly. You put up videos. You got with this new guy. He's like, listen, we got to move on with our lives. You can't keep up with the past with this guy named Dolly online. Tells you to like, you're better than this. You should get rid of this. And then all that, you know, you get rid of it. And what brought you back into going on, like, talking about this again? Was it because of the video from the ex, or was it something he said to rehash it all? I'm just trying to.
Oh, no.
Them bringing her name up on all this shit again.
Yeah, last night in Laura's live, there was a lady in there who just kept over and over again commenting, you know, Avery, you're behind all this with Dolly, you know, the problems Dolly has going on now. And
Not behind any of it.
yeah, it just
Yeah, they were friends. I think she helped him like with some research work and stuff. I mean, that's the impression I got from him. But when I asked him if they were together, because I wanted to see if she was full of shit, he said, "No, we're not together. It's a working relationship." I said, "Well, she seems to think otherwise. Just saying."
kept going and going, and then
I
Laura's like,
bother the fuck out of you. I know as a man.
So
so
basically,
so much I can take it. So I flip the fuck out. You know, that type of thing. So
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying that someone was kind of trolling you. Let's say trolling you in the chat about stuff, and
Yeah.
Laura, and that was how that whole clip situation occurred.
yeah,
And and basically Laura was a little upset because you didn't tell her that there was some sort of order of protection or whatever. I understand, some sort of like court document, I'm going to say, that kept you from you shouldn't be interacting with Dolly online, and you didn't tell her about it, or you might have told her about it, and she didn't hear you. Is that what you're?
yes, yeah. And then today I got an email from Queen asking me to come up on panel and talk.
yeah, I wanted to give you an opportunity to come up here because
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you are able to tell your side. I didn't want to leave you out or just have you come in the comments and say, why'd you guys talk about me without me knowing? So I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure you had a fair opportunity to defend yourself.
But I'm going to.
I want to see receipts.
Now, one thing I will say, the one thing she said in that is that Jason, the PI, does have some degrees. He spent 13 years as a paralegal, became a PI, and unlike SF Investigates, he's actually like a real PI. He's a well-respected PI, and you don't see him in any drama. The man hates drama. He's very big into the JonBenet Ramsey case and covers a lot of that. So right there proves that Avery is not a Mormon. She's kind of reminding me of Jodi Arias. Like, seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if someone ends up dead. Because didn't Jodi Arias become a Mormon for the guy she killed? So we're going to call her Avery Arias. Now, not only did she lie about that, but let's take a look at, hold on. Oh. Okay. So here's Jason Jensen. He's a college-trained and licensed private investigator in good standing, in addition to his criminal justice degree. He started as a certified paralegal with 13 years litigation experience from different private law firms. Okay. In addition, he has a master's degree in criminal justice. All of this matters in a couple of minutes when I show you something. He's also a military veteran who served in the armed forces in 1991, While serving on board, he distinguished himself, receiving 3 Navy Achievement Medals and by becoming the most junior petty officer ever to receive the coveted Service Warfare Specialist. In a single enlistment, he advanced from an E1 to a second-class petty officer by passing the E5 with a 100% test score. Being a leader is what Mr. Jensen is used to being. He still behaves that way today. So he's very, very respected and has a lot of, I wouldn't say experience is the word I'm looking for, but a lot of credentials behind him, unlike SF Investigates. And he knows, he's got a lot of background behind him. And obviously from his military, you can tell that he's no joke. Well, the reason why this plays a part is because somebody sent me a screenshot that I almost couldn't believe it. Like, I don't know why she would even write something like this. But hang on. Oh. Bear with me. And this is from, I guess, a video from No Thanks. And this psycho bitch. Hey, Karen. Hey, tree hugger. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Holy shit, tree hugger. You're right. That she was all up Tyler's ass. He got out of true crime, I think. And look what she writes. She writes, Jason has a master's in criminal investigations. Okay, by the way, there's no such thing from a reputable college as a master's in criminal investigations. It's a master's in criminal justice with a focus on investigations. Jason has a master's in criminal investigations and an expert in profiling and crime scene analysis. Okay, she could have left it at that, but no. In case you're wondering, he knows how he knows so much. I taught him most of it. What? Now, you guys just heard how far his credentials go and how respected his credentials are. And this nut job has the fucking audacity to say that, oh, I taught him everything he knows. I think I would have flown into her state. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I could say she lives in Alabama. I would have flown there if I was him and personally probably beat the shit out of her. But knowing him, he probably went above it, laughed, and all the reasons I'm sure he broke up with her or stopped fucking with her. He wanted nothing to do with her and her lies. But yeah, she actually wrote in a chat that probably had 800, 900 people and said that she taught him most everything he knows. Wow. Really, Avery? Like, really? And she wasn't joking. She meant it seriously. Because she's fucking crazy. So because of that, I put together another little video. Bear with me. Okay. Avery, this one's for you.
There, thriller fans. Imagine this. You're walking through a dimly lit alleyway, and a cold breeze sends chills down your spine. Suddenly you hear a voice. Hello, my name is Avery, and I'm a liar. That's right. Today we're diving into the chilling chase of Avery the liar. She's not your ordinary antagonist. No, Avery is a psychopathic killer, and her game is deception. Picture this. Avery with her unsettling smile and an unwavering gaze, holding a glistening knife. The alleyway stretches on endlessly, shadowed by towering buildings and illuminated by flickering streetlights. Avery's footsteps echo, a haunting symphony of dread. She whispers again, Hello, my name is Avery, and I am a liar, as she inches closer. Her voice carries a deceptive sweetness, masking the malevolence lurking beneath. In this twisted game of cat and mouse, the stakes are as high as they come. Avery's victims never see it coming. Her lies are her weapons, cutting deeper than any blade. She weaves stories, ensnaring her prey with tales of trust and deceit. One by one, they fall into her trap, unaware of the true danger until it's too late. Our scene shifts to a terrified individual, trapped in this nightmarish chase. Breathing heavily, they glance over their shoulder, only to find Avery's unnerving presence getting closer and closer. The tension is palpable, every heartbeat louder than the last. Hello, my name is Avery, and I am a liar, she repeats, her voice echoing through the alleyway like a sinister lullaby. The victim's fear is tangible, the desperation to escape growing with every second. But Avery is relentless. There's no reasoning with a psychopath, no pleading for mercy. Her eyes gleam with a twisted delight, relishing the fear she instills. She thrives on the power, the control, and the chaos she creates. In a final heart-pounding moment, the victim makes a desperate dash for freedom. But Avery is faster, her knife glinting under the dim streetlight as she closes in. The screen fades to black, Avery's chilling whisper the last thing we hear. Hello, my name is Avery, and I am a liar. And there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the terrifying world of Avery the liar. If you enjoyed this spine-tingling tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thrilling content.
I had to. I thought it was funny. It made me laugh on this Thanksgiving Eve. I cannot stand the bitch. So maybe now she will keep my name out of her motherfucking mouth with her lies. But let's have some fun. And let's head over to Tree Hugger. Oh, this is a good one. So for those of you that don't really understand how deep her lies go, this video tells it all. But first, let's watch this one. This one's shorter. And I don't remember seeing this one, actually. I do. I played some of it last night. And in case you can't see it, Avery's ex-husband, who she's very close with, is way high up in law in Alabama, and her sister is an attorney in Montgomery. I personally know Avery is not lying about Dolly Vision. I also know Avery will press charges and cause you issues. This was Avery pretending to be a troll. Hey, 50 Shades. Happy Turkey Day.
So on my driver's license is actually still my married name, which is Brayden.
If your married name is Braden, why would you name your son Braden? You're going to call him Braden? Yeah, okay, Avery.
And somehow in our divorce decree, we left out the name change part. And so now I would have to, in order to get Brayden removed, I would have to go back to court with him. And I mean, it would just be so much money.
Okay, just so you know, for anyone that doesn't know, a name change is a given. You don't need permission. A lot of times you need permission to keep the married name, but you don't need permission to go back to a maiden name. So she's a liar.
And I haven't even seen him I've seen him one time in the last 10 years. But yeah, it'd be a whole court filing, just to have that name dropped. And since it's my daughter's name, it's, it just doesn't really matter. But it's interesting that people think because you have multiple names that you must be a con artist or something. And it's like, no, bitch, I've just been married twice. I just gotta see something. I'm sure if I ask him, he's gonna know already.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey,
what you doing?
I using the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something real super fast since you're on the toilet. Did you know about BPA being in over 16,000 food products, and that it puts female estrogen into the body?
Mm-hmm. And it turns frogs gay. I've been telling you about that.
What is it?
It has been proven to turn frogs gay.
It turns frogs gay?
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at this list of foods, and we eat a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, a lot of the preservatives we put in our food are banned in a lot of other countries. So you look at our ketchup, you look at a lot of our food, it's not the same as it is in UK, China, Russia, France, places like that. They don't allow a lot of the shit in their food that we do in ours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, text me when you're off the shitter so I can call you back.
Yeah, go ahead. What's going on?
No, that was it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you while you're on the toilet. You'll start running.
Yeah, that stuff has been known to turn male frogs into gay frogs.
That is crazy.
I'm telling you that they located a gay gene. I've been telling you guys, y'all guys just think I'm just talking just to be talking, huh?
Sometimes.
Yeah. And then when y'all tell me stuff and then I hear it, then y'all think I'm a straight up asshole. I'm like, well, that's the shit I've been telling you for the longest. No asshole in here, but I already know that. I've been telling you that.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's crazy out there.
Wow.
Why you think I've quit eating a lot of the food that I eat? Why you think I used to be on you so much about the food Jay eats, about what you're eating, Jay? I wasn't just doing it just being an asshole.
Yeah, but you've never told me about this.
Yeah, I have. You don't listen. What have I always told you? You don't what? Listen to.
I do listen to you.
It's true. I've been screaming. That's why I've been telling you. I've been telling you too. I said, Shannon, he could be allergic to something too. I said, they're putting so much in the food now. He needs to be.
Now, let me just say, this is a guy that she claims is high up in Alabama and a senator and all this other shit. Really, Avery? Try again. But that's who she claims this guy is. That he's ritzy and he's this rich senator and blah, blah, blah. Okay, Avery. And no, you can't turn a frog gay. But she's like, really? The other thing I want to state, BPA, that came out like 20 years ago. How do I know? Because we changed bottles, because that's when the BPA stuff came out. And I was like, oh my God, I can't give him a BPA bottle. This was back when my kids were in diapers. They're about to turn 20. So sorry, Avery, you really are an idiot.
Get with a nutritionist. Remember that?
Yeah.
I said he couldn't possibly have food allergies. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you there. And I'm like, they put everything in the food now, you know, until you don't know it could be an allergy. And you're like, yeah, I guess I do need to get with a nutritionist and talk to them. Like, it wouldn't hurt. You know, you could be allergic to some of these preservatives because they're putting a shitload of stuff in this food.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me finish reading this stuff. How long are you going to be on the toilet?
Man, I don't know. You better get it in now.
I'll just call you later tonight.
Okay, that's a loaded question now. How long I'm going to be on the toilet?
Did you guys hear him? Could you guys hear that conversation? He wanted to stay on the phone while taking a dump. Could you guys hear all that? That's why I have my finger on the mute button.
She knows damn fucking well everybody heard that, Avery. Just stop.
If he started grunting, I was going to mute real fast. No, why do men always want to stay talking to you when they're on the shitter? It makes no sense to me. Frogs are an indicator species, but I thought he was messing with me. So they really found gay frogs? Was he just telling me the truth just now? I seriously thought he was just messing with me. This is so interesting. As we have demonstrated by looking at scientific research, frogs have not been specifically proven to be gay, nor have they been proven to turn gay. So Jaden's dad just lied to me. So Jaden's dad just lied to me. So Jaden's dad just lied to me. Did Jaden's dad just lie to me?
Yeah, she claims that he's way high up in in Alabama law and legal and politics. I call bullshit on that one. But let's move on to what really got Avery known in this community. It's a little long, but it's worth the listen.
So
this is between her and Dolly. And this is when nobody believed Dolly. Everybody thought Dolly was lying. And Dolly wasn't lying, but everybody thought he was, because they were like, there's no way she's this crazy. Yeah, she is.
well, I guess I better not really talk too much about that. I probably should keep that part private about well, I mean, I've already posted some of the evidence that I have. I have more evidence against him, but I've posted some of it and you guys have seen it. And when because like I said, it's been an open investigation since February, or since March, yeah, February, for the harassment charges. And as I've been turning over my evidence, I seen the investigator, who is the one who works with the DA, turn extremely red in the face in anger when he heard the video.
Let me also add something to this, which the first time I did a reaction on this video, I did not know this. Now I do. Alabama has absolutely zero laws or enforceable laws in cyber stalking. They don't give a fuck about cyber stalking. If someone lives in another state, they don't give a fuck at all. So keep that in mind.
Of Jimmy talking about my son. That man got so mad, red in the face, and he said, "This dude belongs in prison." That's exactly what he said. He said, "I don't care what kind of a problem he has with you." He said, "There is nothing that justifies him going after an 11-year-old child." That man was so mad.
No, I had to postpone school. I postponed it for a month, so it'll be July 22nd, because I had to be down here at the courthouse to do some stuff. So my car says that it is 107. 107. Where can I put you guys to? Get my butt all the way in the car. Look, I'm telling you, my chubby ass. I just went up and down 50 freaking flights of stairs. Swear to God, 50 flights of stairs. I was just a huffing and a puffing. Man. This is okay, so I have to come back in the morning. Okay. Have to come back in the morning because part of my situation, okay, the part that involved.
Let me also say, if Avery was actually near a policeman, they would have never let her drove. I don't know how many fucking pills she took before she made this video. And I also don't know how I never noticed it before. But she is fucking high as a kite.
The harassment of my son is a felony. So
there is no felony against an imaginary threat against your son that never happened. Maybe it's an imaginary felony.
So I have to come back in the morning because the grand jury is convening tonight.
There is no grand jury convening over Dolly Vision. I said that then, I say that now. Where she thought people would believe this story, I have no idea.
The magistrate is taking it to the grand jury, and they should have an indictment first thing in the morning. So then I have to come back because then they still have to do the protection order and all the other stuff.
For the record, to do a protection order, you wouldn't need to come back because they do it on the spot. And it would be your local precinct. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you have heard this before, or put a 1 in it, or put a 2 in the chat if you've never heard this before. It's some people do, Marie. One of my ex-Patreons I saw is still in her chat. I was like, damn, really, girl? Oh, so some of you guys didn't hear it. Anyone else not hear it? Oh, a lot of you guys didn't. All right, I'll keep playing. I just want to make sure that, because I've done a reaction to this before, so I just wanted to make sure that there are people that didn't hear it. So I wasn't just repeating it for everyone that's heard it. All right, but I'm good. All right.
So as of right now, Mr. DV over there has 3 warrants and more is coming. So I've been
For the record, Dolly had no warrants having to do with this psychopath.
here, I've been doing all the freaking paperwork, I've been doing everything. Ah. Love bombing most. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a really good idea. This morning in a page out of on how wait. I see you're taking a little trip this morning in a page out of Dolly Notebook on how to handle stalkers who won't leave you alone. I'm very sorry you're going through this. Well, let me tell you guys something. When I told the magistrate that I have said mean things about him, about like
Avery, you never spoke to a magistrate because what in the state of Alabama, they would tell you to go to your local precinct because that's where you file stuff. Just saying.
you know, his fingertips being orange and things like that. Do you know what that magistrate?
Okay, so for those on a cell phone, I'll read that. Avery wrote, "This man child thinks I want him. His teeth are all jacked up. His fingers are orange and smoking weed. He's like 5'3", a pothead, and works at a gas station. Come on now. Tell y'all what. I will post every message and email I have received of members complaining about Mo that I forward to Jimmy. Then let's see, Dolly Vision. I'm fed up with his lies and bullshit. I'm posting everything. Be prepared. Some of your feelings will get hurt, not by me, but by Mo." To give the little context for those that were not around then, she gave Dolly a fuckload of money. I mean, a lot, like thousands of dollars. Wanted Dolly to think that she was rich, and she was kind of like I guess hurt when Dolly didn't care how much money she gave him. He wasn't interested in her. So that's a little context behind it. And then she went on a crusade.
Said she is so furious. The district attorney is so furious. They said, we don't care if you said his whole body is orange. He does not harass and attack an 11-year-old child. They said, no. That it's not, it's not happening. So you
Once again, the courts never said anything like that. You never even spoke to the fucking courts.
guys, what I thought is, just me signing warrants, which the warrants are signed for me. The warrants
You don't sign warrants, you fucking idiot.
are signed for me as an adult for harassment and protection. But for my son, he is going to be indicted so that way they can work with Virginia to have him brought here. And then there's also going to be a court date set for the protection orders. So this blew up super big. this went from just what I thought was going to be one warrant to some very serious stuff. But yeah, so just so everybody knows, I am here and this is what's being done, and they don't like it. They don't like that, my child's been attacked. They're not happy. I had no idea, that it would amount to something so big. I've talked with, see the Chesapeake police. Okay. So I filed my case with the Chesapeake. That's the case number. This was filed. So the date on this letter, the letter acknowledging that I filed, is March 21st. But I had
The letter actually says the 22nd, Avery.
actually filed the end of February. And this was for harassment charges. Okay. I don't even care.
Notice she puts her address up there and then blames everybody else for doxing her. And it's a standard simple letter. It's come to my attention that you may have recently been the victim of a crime. The Victim Witness Assistance Program provides assistance to victims and their families to help them cope with the impact of a crime. Many people are not familiar with the criminal justice system and have many questions about the process. Our purpose is to assault victims, persons who have been victimized, by providing information and referrals to available community agencies. You may be eligible for compensation for medical something, as well as counsel through the Virginia Victims of Crime Act. We will provide information and assistance for a compensation if applicable. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, she doesn't live in Virginia, so her calling the state of Virginia, she would not be entitled to anything. Nothing happened in Virginia unless she's stalking Dolly in Virginia. This is just a standard letter because she probably called and lied a bunch of, probably 100 times. She probably called Virginia and they sent her a standardized letter. Nice try, Avery. But no, you don't even live in the state of Virginia, and Alabama doesn't have a Virginia Victims of Crime Act. Nice try, though. Hey, Kaz. And Beach Bum with the bomb.
That you guys see my address, but this was for harassment charges. And you see, this is all from Chesapeake. So this has been open in Chesapeake since February, and it's been an open investigation. There's the case number. So it's been an open investigation. So finally, the Chesapeake Police Department said, they concluded their investigation. They said that there is enough that they are willing to work with Alabama for extradition. So they told me,
Virginia's going to work with extradition about a civil charge that doesn't even exist. Okay, Avery.
what I needed to do to come down, do everything here in Alabama, which I've already been talking with the sheriff's department, the police department, the magistrate, the district attorney, and everything. So what I thought was happening is that once the warrants were signed, then whenever he showed up for the hearing for the restraining order, the protective order, then he would be arrested for the warrants. That's what I thought, right? So I thought it was going to be a warrant for me, and that would be it. Oh, no, my friend. It's a whole nother ball game when you're harassing and
threatening an 11-year-old child. And the district attorney said that him hashtagging my son as the next missing, and surprisingly, all these people in this courthouse, they know who Summer Wells is, and they know who Countess Bly is. As soon as the lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys probably had that. You guys probably heard an echo. I apologize. But Avery, I highly doubt all the officers know who Summer Wells is in Tennessee. Alabama has a lot of our own missing kids. And maybe one or two, maybe, but I've yet to meet someone outside of YouTube that knows who Summer Wells is. Just saying. So, but also, Avery acts like she's in cahoots with the judge and everybody else. Avery, this is all a lie. But I do apologize. I did have it slow down a little, so it's probably why she sounded like 10 times more fucked up than I even remembered. It's because I did slow it down. So I made it back to normal. So my bad.
Read where he hashtagged my son as the next missing and then hashtagged me as the next Countess Bly. They knew exactly what he was talking about, and they said, this is a very serious threat, you know. And so they said, you can do, you know, your warrant and you can do all of that for you as an adult for the harassment, but for your child, it's felonies.
There's absolutely not a felony listed anywhere in the state, in the country of the United States of America. I can't speak for other countries, but in the United States of America, there is absolutely not a clause anywhere that says that if you hashtag a child on a post, that is a felony. If someone could point out a law that makes hashtagging a child, which he never even did, but an imaginary hashtag, please let me know.
And so they're going to do indictments tonight.
Like, is that a thing? Is that a thing?
So, yeah, so I have to, so 3 warrants are done. And protection orders are done. And I have to come back in the morning because that's when they will have the indictment from the grand jury. And then they've been talking with Chesapeake. So they're going to work together. Alabama and Virginia are going to work, the sheriff's departments are going to work together. Yes, he has a long criminal history. In fact, what I pulled up just on public records is not everything. Unfortunately, it's not everything. These people in here were able to show a whole lot more.
Avery, the court showed you nothing. Absolutely nothing. If they showed you anything, it would have been a yellow padded rubber room. That's what they would have showed you. And that's the only thing they would have showed you.
So, yeah, it blew up big. I was like, wow, I had no idea. Hello, all of you. Man, this air conditioner needs to I'm telling you, my fat butt had to go up and down so many flights of stairs. Woof. Come on, AC. Do me right. Do me good. Come on, baby. Hit me.
And trust me when I tell you, she's actually trying to be sexy right now. She thinks that she looks hot and she's like, don't you want a piece of me? That's, trust me, I know this woman long enough to know she really thinks that she's turning someone on.
Hit me. Oh my gosh. So I can't see you guys, like, you know, I'm nearsighted, so. Hi. You pulled up his criminal history, 30 plus charges on his record. He's mentally unstable for sure. That's what they were telling me in here. That's exactly what they were telling me. They said that he does not seem stable. They listened to the videos from Rapper Jay, who he hired. They listened to everything. They listened to a lot of video recordings I have of Jimmy. They listened to a lot of it, and then they listened to the video of him saying that my son is going to be the next missing kid.
A, he never said that. And B, Avery, the courts didn't listen to anything. They would have directed you to your local police station, and then your local police station would take a report. Alabama has no true cyber stalking laws. I mean, they say they do, but they don't.
They seen all the posts with him hashtagging my son's going to be the next missing kid. And that is exactly what this lady in here said, the DA. She said, I do not believe that he's mentally stable and your son needs protection. And in the state of Alabama, to harass an 11-year-old is apparently a whole lot bigger than what I thought. Oh, you guys want to?
Nobody's harassing anything. Yeah, all this was done with her just walking in. Yes, Suzanne, I got the video. I'm going to play it after. Thank you.
See the women's prison? It's called Tutwiler. It is right over here. Actually, you know what? I'll just drive home with you guys. Shit. I will just drive home and let you guys see what Alabama looks like. Although I do have to, wait. In fact, I'm going to sit here a minute and smoke a cigarette. I need to have a cigarette.
And just for the record, because I've actually been through this, you can get a case number. You can walk into any police station. Anytime you give them, you could say, hello, Merry Christmas. If you sit down with them, they're going to give you a case number for that. They're going to say, okay, Merry Christmas, case number. They give a case number for everything. So her having a case number means absolutely nothing other than she told somebody something.
But I don't smoke in my car. But I just won't put Jaden in this car for a while. I'll just use one of my other cars. Because I got to have a cigarette after all that, man. I've been in there for hours. Hours. By the way, you guys, I don't have my hair extensions in. Because when I'm just, running around doing errands. You've never seen.
Because when you go to court, you're not going to try to look your best. You're going to look as scrubby as possible. I don't know, call me crazy, but when I walk into a courtroom, especially if I'm going in as a victim, I'm going to look like a lawyer. I dress to kill. You wear a nice outfit. You make sure your makeup's done, your hair's done. That's how you present yourself in a courtroom, especially if you're going to speak to professionals. So her downgrading herself to allegedly walk into the cop station, court. Yeah. Okay, Avery.
Seen Alabama? Well, you're about to see it. It is beautiful. Alabama is absolutely beautiful. You guys will love. You will love the view. And I have no makeup on either. My lighter's saying no. My lighter's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You're surprised? Well, see, I wouldn't smoke on the way here because I don't want to walk into. I'm always so nervous that I'm going to walk into a place like a courthouse and smell like smoke. Because people will be judging you for that. Be like, damn, that woman smells like a cloud of smoke. So the whole way here, I didn't smoke. I smoked a cigarette at home while I was talking to Mo. Then I went and hopped in the shower to get all the cigarette smoke off me and different clothes, because I think it's really rude. My personal opinion. I think it's really rude to go around people smelling like smoke, especially if they don't smoke, because sometimes that smell makes people sick. Do they make short cigarettes and all that? Yes, they do. They do. Lord. After he went on her show because he didn't know that she hits the vape on live and cusses and has so much drama.
That's me, by the way. She's talking about me.
And he's been very angry about that. I will not smoke. I just cannot. Because I remember before I smoked, like when I quit for my pregnancies and stuff like that, and I would smell other people walking by me and they would smell like a cigarette and I'd be like, oh, you know, it's nasty. So it's like my biggest thing. That and my breath. I don't want to be, you know, in the faces of all these people with any kind of breath. Halitosis. Oh my goodness. I can't hold this phone right. Have I hydrated? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I have. I'm always drinking my water. It is disgusting, right? But why can't we stop? What a damn day. What a day. I almost feel bad for the guy. Honestly. I almost feel bad for him. Oh my gosh, hold on a minute though. I'm gonna spray. Check this out. Where you at? Where you at? Aha. Where are your secrets? Okay, get smell out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the windows down on this car for days before my son can go in it. Whew. Yeah, those are dirty. Alright, you guys ready to take a look at Alabama? Alright, I'm gonna show you. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I will show you Alabama the beautiful. Lord. Oh, you know what? Let me put my visor up. There, now you guys can see. I'll try to hold the camera still. It's really green here. Lots of greenery. Lots of greenery. I wonder if I can get arrested for doing this. And I can't see. Hang on, let me flip to see the comments. So this is the women's prison right there. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that's Tutwiler. Right, all of that is Tutwiler. See, there's the little thing where they stand the guards stand up there and they watch. You've never been to Alabama? So it's muggy and there's a lot of bugs, but it's beautiful. Alabama is gorgeous. That's for sure. You live in Montgomery? I'm in Wetumpka right now, Linda. That's where I had to, you know, come to do all this damn paperwork. Hey, look at all those kayaks. But yeah, you guys will see how green and pretty it is.
I think that's pretty much all she says about Dolly. I'm pretty sure the rest is just about Alabama.
Green everywhere. Snakes everywhere. Oh, stop. So my ex, honestly, I don't know. He could be dating her and Bullhorn Buddy. My ex, so my so my ex is he's, how do I put it? He has other plans for this situation that are more of a civil legal matter. In the very beginning, he wanted to go find him and talk to him man to man. In the very beginning. And but that didn't work out. And then now his approach is more of a higher civil matter. And he's doing it on behalf of our son. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing the criminal portions and then he's doing the civil portions. BHB has fallen for him, I think. and then I'll be back on later maybe. But tomorrow, it'll probably be in the afternoon. I'll post all the paperwork for you all to see.
That never happened, by the way. Her paperwork was nonsense.
So I will see you guys later on. I hope you guys have a great day. You are not true crime. And lastly, if you've been a YouTuber for 4 years, why is it that between 2 pages, you only have 42,000 subscribers? My cooking channel has over 200,000 subscribers. But in the world,
The imaginary cooking channel is just like the imaginary felony, the imaginary grand jury, the imaginary threats, the imaginary everything. This is what she does. She just is a compulsive liar.
so I'm going to suggest that you shut your short little mouth. You know that I have already pressed charges because you threatened me. I told you not to contact me again, and you did, and that is breaking the law. And because this has been through the internet, because my phone is on Wi-Fi, it's a federal crime. So, yeah.
There is no federal crime for someone imaginary, like thinking that they contacted you. That would be a figment of your imagination. And I promise you, there's no law against it. There's no felony against it. There's only an imaginary one.
And I guess I have a lot of posting to do because nobody will call me a liar and get away with it. I will prove myself not to be a liar. So you'll see. Stay tuned. And I think the reason he was real life mad at me, Gabby, is because I think that me leaving his show, I think I got to him the most. Because I'm the one person who never would send him pictures. I never would, send him messages like to feed his ego, like some of the other girls do, which I have seen for myself. They have done. I never would do that. And I really thought that he was thinking that there was going to be something more with him and I. You agree, Gabby? You remember how everybody would comment when I would call into his show, how his face would.
There is no cooking channel with 200,000 subs, because in another video, she talks about how she needs to, she wanted to get sponsors and stuff. She had up to 5,000 subs that she bought, and it was proven she bought them.
Get so red, and he would get all giggly, kind of like a girl, and get all flirty. That's what made Team Rose so mad. And everybody would be commenting it in chat, and I would have to go back, and look to see, because I didn't know what they were talking about. And sure enough, so you would see the change in him, when I would call in.
I filed harassment charges. I wanted a restraining order. So first I did here in Alabama, which is, I live in Alabama, but I'm sure you guys can tell by my accent, I'm not from Alabama. I'm from the West Coast. But his papers, either his brother answered the door and didn't sign for them, or he just didn't get served. So we never had court here. So then I was advised to take it to Chesapeake County, which is where he lives, because that's.
Nobody in Alabama would tell you to go to Chesapeake County unless you were going after money. If you were going after money from him, then you would go to Chesapeake County. But you wouldn't go after money for him for harassment of an 11-year-old child. And hold on. If her son was 11 then, and that was 2022, correct my math, but that would only make him 13 now. She said he was 15. How did you become from 11 in 2022 to 15 in 2024? I don't even think Avery knows the age of her own child.
Where the crime actually happened, the crimes of harassment.
If you Photoshop legal papers, that's illegal. That is right, Rapper J. That's why I said show the paperwork. The same thing they say in jail. We've called a bullshit card. Where's the court paperwork? Where's the paperwork from this court case? You know, this defamation lawsuit that I was never served. No paperwork for it. This harassment and protective order. You've been watching too much goddamn Blowhorn Betty. Women, you can't be watching Blowhorn Betty. She will.
To make this bigger.
Oh, this was another one I forgot. This fucking dumbass, she struck Dolly's channel and said that she was News Nation's lawyer. This was proven to be her. She legit fucking said that she was News Nation's lawyer. Now, we all know from J is for Justice that News Nation is owned by another company. I haven't gone over this in a while, so I forgot who's who. But J is for Justice got sued for like $10 million for copying News Nation. And there is an actual company that runs them. I forgot who they are. But there's a company that actually runs them. And she pretended to be News Nation and said that she was News Nation. Yeah, I forgot about this one, but we'll get back to this. Let me pull the other video from Team Rose. Hold on. Okay, now if you don't know who Team Rose is, she's another fucking wacko. But here we go.
Guys, I have to make a video addressing this statement made by this person. Do I have to say it out loud? She is talking about her experience with Dolly Vision and Jams TV. And she proceeds to tell this whole thing, which is actually flooded with lies and misinformation and untruths. So I'll tell you the parts that are not true because the parts that involve me. She criticizes Mo and calls her an overbearing moderator who would often hurt people's feelings. I had no clue. Videos. She counts my videos. I made a video saying there was a whole plot behind my back with these three women, exactly describing what was going on, but I didn't know what to do to defend myself because she took that and twisted into her. I just out of me, this woman. Well, this is why, okay? Then she writes, after she swears I hired a hitman to kill her named Benny Keys, who she is friends with, and she's also got Cobra Kai on speed dial. She writes, next, police are at my house upsetting my child. I didn't know that. I don't even know where you live because you hid where you live after stalking me and look over. The first thing she did was say, Rose, I'm looking up where your location with your IP address from one of your emails. I was really freaked by that. I was like, what the fuck? Don't look up my fucking address. What are you doing? You know, don't make it real. And Jimmy said that 1,000 frigging times. Don't make it real. This is YouTube. He tried his best to keep it light. He really did. He tried to play as fair as he could to not upset everybody. He tried to handle it as best he could. He finally had to draw the line. I mean, you know, he could have. Anyway, I had no idea the police went to her house. I have no idea where she lives. I only found out later from Cobra Kai that she lives in Alabama, I think. No idea. I'm never going home again because of this. Next, she messages my family members. Now, this is a bold-faced, really psychotic lie. Next, she messages my family members. How did I do that, Miss Shanana? Huh? How did I do that? What family message? How did I message them? Who are they? You blocked off your Facebook page. There was no way to access you. I didn't waste my time. I have my own problems, my own life, my own issues. I have pain. I have chronic pain I'm dealing with. I have bouts of inflammation that are really crippling. I thank God I have somebody like Jimmy to just listen to, just keeps me company, just talks. And thank God, thank you, Jimmy. I am so grateful to you. And I am totally on your side. And that's an old soul thing. I don't care what anybody says. You can say whatever you want. I don't care if you believe me or not, whatever. This is a bold-faced lie that I sent her. Now, somebody told me that she reached out to my family, my children, my son, and then bashed me using my son. She is fucking nuts to do such a thing. She says I messaged her family members. That is an incredible lie. I can't even believe she wrote this. This is why I'm scared of this woman, because she pathologically lies. Come on, Ave. This is a pathological lie.
You see the pattern? No matter who it is, she is fucking lying. And this goes on and on about it. And she, no matter who she's talking about, she just lies and lies and lies. So,
Thriller fans, imagine this. You're walking.
So she earns this again. Well,
Through a dimly lit alleyway, and a cold breeze sends chills down your spine. Suddenly you hear a voice. Hello, my name is Avery, and I'm a liar. That's right. Today we're diving into the chilling chase of Avery the liar. She's not your ordinary antagonist. No, Avery is a psychopathic killer, and her game is deception. Picture this. Avery with her unsettling smile and an unwavering gaze, holding a glistening knife. The alleyway stretches on endlessly, shadowed by towering buildings and illuminated by flickering streetlights. Avery's footsteps echo, a haunting symphony of dread. She whispers again, Hello, my name is Avery, and I am a liar, as she inches closer. Her voice carries a deceptive sweetness, masking the malevolence lurking beneath. In this twisted game of cat and mouse, the stakes are as high as they come. Avery's victims never see it coming. Her lies are her weapons, cutting deeper than any blade. She weaves stories, ensnaring her prey with tales of trust and deceit. One by one, they fall into her trap, unaware of the true danger until it's too late. Our scene shifts to a terrified individual, trapped in this nightmarish chase. Breathing heavily, they glance over their shoulder, only to find Avery's unnerving presence getting closer and closer. The tension is palpable, every heartbeat louder than the last. Hello, my name is Avery, and I am a liar, she repeats, her voice echoing through the alleyway like a sinister lullaby. The victim's fear is tangible, the desperation to escape growing with every second. But Avery is relentless. There's no reasoning with a psychopath, no pleading for mercy. Her eyes gleam with a twisted delight, relishing the fear she instills. She thrives on the power, the control, and the chaos she creates. In a final heart-pounding moment, the victim makes a desperate dash for freedom. But Avery is faster, her knife glinting under the dim streetlight as she closes in. The screen fades to black, Avery's chilling whisper the last thing we hear. Hello, my name is Avery, and I am a liar. And there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the terrifying world of Avery the liar. If you enjoyed this spine-tingling tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more.
now someone just brought something to my attention that I forgot about. Avery lie number 9,745. Now, everyone knows I'm the mother of twins. I have a boy twin and a girl twin, and should have had two. Dayton should have been a twin, and I lost it at like 12 weeks. We were talking about it one day in Discord. Well, all of a sudden, Miss Avery comes out and says, hold on. Oh, you are the sweetest. I'm 44, and so, this is when she told us she was pregnant. I forgot. Yes, this is when she told us she was pregnant. We aren't getting married till next year either, but I so appreciate you. It can be hard. Jaden is 11, and if Isabella had survived, she'd be 11. It was hard to carry. You sure are the best for reaching out. This was September 19th, 2022 in Discord. So her son was 11 in 2022. Now, because she had to feel like she fit in, and of course, you know, she's shocked being pregnant at 44 with her imaginary child, just like her imaginary twins. Let's look at the birth announcement of her son. Frederick and Shannon Middleton are happy to announce the birth of their son, Frederick Jaden Middleton, born on November 23rd of 2010 at Baptist East Medical Center in Montgomery. Frederick weighed 5 pounds and 1 ounce and is 17 inches in length. He's the grandson of the late Thomas Jones and Sharon Jones and Erwin and Dorothy Middleton, and the sibling of her 2 daughters. I'm not going to dox her daughters. So, explain to me why a twin wouldn't have been named in a birth announcement. Of course, a twin is going to be named in a birth announcement, even if that twin passed. Unless they passed very young, but knowing you, Avery, you would want that attention. And you named it. So because you named it, that tells me that you would have announced it in the birth announcement. So we called bullshit back then and we call bullshit now. So Avery, you were never pregnant. You were never getting married to Jason. You're just a pathological fucking liar. You need help. You lied about Dolly. You lied about courts. You lied about paperwork. You've lied about me. You lied about Queen Bee. You've lied about Team Rose. I'm just curious, is there anybody on this platform that you have not lied about? Because I'm starting to think that there's not a single motherfucker on here that you haven't lied about. You are a true sociopath, psychopath. You even lied about crime sleuthing. Like, there isn't a person you haven't lied about. So I can do this every fucking night if you like. I mean, there's shit on you for days and days and days and days and days. I could go on for a month. Or you can own up to your lie. You can shut the fuck up, because I actually forgot about it for a while, until you have to keep bringing your lies back up again. So if you think that I'm just going to sit back and allow you to lie on me like that and make me out to be something that I'm absolutely not, that ain't going to fucking happen. Again, I forgave you after all of this a couple of months ago against my better judgment. But I said, hey, fuck it, it's YouTube. I don't care. It's just YouTube. Everyone knows she was lying anyway. And then because you mistook kindness for weakness, you then think that it's okay to continue to fucking lie about me over and over and over. And that shit ain't gonna fucking happen. So that's where we are today. Avery, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and don't choke on a fucking turkey bone. Because I can see you shoving one really far down your throat just for fun. So I do hope you stop weaponizing your innocent child who's done nothing, that you drag into your fucking YouTube drama every goddamn day. And even in the post to fucking Team Rose, there you are, weaponizing your own child big time. You are vile, you are twisted, and like I said, I hope you really don't choke on a fucking bone. With that said, I just don't fucking get these people. I don't. Every single creator in this community has given this bitch chance after chance after chance. For what reason? I have no idea. No idea. But what a fucking psycho. My God. And that, my friends, is a story of the fake lying Avery Shannon. The figment of an imagination. Because everything in our life is a figment of an imagination. Moving on. One of my Patreons had posted a case about some chick who spent like 16 years in prison and was innocent. Which you hear that about guys. You don't hear that often about girls. So I looked up the case. It's actually pretty interesting. So I didn't finish reading it, so I figured maybe we could take a look at it. And then I'm getting off. But I found this. And there's an update to it from 23 from the appellate courts. But as much as I understand how to read legalese, this one was tough. And I would have to like really sit down and read it to fully understand it, because even I was confused. I'm reading it. I'm like, what are they saying? Very heavy legalese. And I can usually figure it out pretty easily. And this one's got me stumped. I'm going to have to hand it over to my cousin and ask him, like, can you give me a synopsis of this? Because I don't even understand what they're saying. I know it was part turned over. I don't know if it was from the detective. I truly don't know. But I can show you guys if you want to see it. But, oh, you know the case, Amanda? So it's a case of a wrongful conviction. Case begins on July 8th of 01, which is weird because I was in Vegas then. And I don't remember this. Around 10:15 that night, a man was behind a bank looking through some dumpsters when he found a man's body. The man would soon be identified as 44-year-old Duran Bailey, a homeless man who lived in the area. He didn't have many friends, nothing. He had been stabbed, his throat slit, 6 teeth had been knocked out, which 6 teeth knocked out probably didn't come from a female. And his penis had been cut off. His skull was cracked and his eyes swollen shut. He had over 30 vicious injuries and was attacked so brutally he was hardly recognizable. There was a lot of hatred behind his murder. Police had no idea where to start. The victim didn't have a lot of connections, at least not that they could find. No one came forward. There were no witnesses or leads or persons of interest. Police began to hear a rumor. The killer, according to word around town, had fled to a town about 3 hours away. 2 weeks after Duran was found, police received a call that would lead to a suspect. July 20th, someone from Panaca called police to report that had told her that she'd cut off a man's penis in Vegas. This was enough for Vegas police. They traveled to Panaca to speak with the new suspect, an 18-year-old woman named Kristen Blase Labato, who was called Blaze by friends. She was struggling with drug addiction and sexual assault survivor. Oh, it's a different case? No, this one, oh no, she got out in 18. Her assault was actually what links her to Duran. Kristen told police and others, like the person who called the police, she had been attacked in Vegas and that person tried to rape her. She fought her attacker hard, and using a knife she had on her, she cut her attacker's penis when he was forcing himself on her. However, the attack that Kristen survived, that happened 2 to 4 weeks before Duran's body was found. She had not cut off the penis of her attacker, only cut him. He was alive when she ran away from him and went back to Panaca. I want to note now the articles differ on how Kristen became a suspect. I described the above call because of the multiple sources. I'm kind of going to skim through this. It's long, but it'll give you an idea. 1 week before Duran was murdered. Oh, 1 week before Duran was murdered, he had raped a woman who lived in the apartment building next to where his body would be found. He had threatened this woman with death if she told anyone. The attack occurred on July 1st, 01, and was reported to police on July 5th. Now, think about this. This is a victim, a sexual assault victim. The guy raped and attacked. He should fucking, I'm glad he turned up dead. Sorry, not sorry. Good night, Wilby. He should be fucking dead. Her timeline, attack happened 2 to 4 weeks before Duran was found. She also only confessed to cutting her attacker's penis, not to any of the other injuries. The location of her attack was on the other side of town where Duran was found. Blah, blah, blah. Pathologist was brought in by police to determine time of death and stated Duran had been killed shortly before his body was found at 10:15. Kristen had a very tight alibi for this timeline and was not in Vegas during the timeline. For reasons I could not find, the pathologist later changed the time frame to state Duran was murdered 1 to 12 hours before he was found. The new timeline was used by police to try to poke holes in Kristen's alibi. However, she maintained she was in Panaca the whole time and night. The prosecutor offered Kristen a deal, 3 years in prison if she pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Kristen said no way to the deal. She maintained her innocence. Now remember, she was a victim. Prosecutor described Kristen as a meth addict, and she killed Duran over an argument about sex and drugs. Kristen took a stand at a trial, and her attorneys did everything they could to poke holes in the police's theory. Well, it didn't work. The jury basically had to decide whether they believed her sexual assault story and whether they believed it when she did it by a man who wasn't Duran. After a night of deliberation, jury decided to convict her, and she was sentenced to 40 to 100 years in prison in 2002. 2 years later, conviction was overturned on appeal. They were never able to cross-examine. 2 more years passed, and a new trial was 2006. Then she was sentenced to 13 to 45 years in prison. She appealed once again. It was denied. A year later, filed a petition for a third trial, denied. Went on, and then finally, blowflies will lay large they used bugs and stuff. 2 months into it, she was granted a third trial. This time, insect egg evidence solidified the timeline of the murder. Kristen was 3 hours away with the family when the attack happened. Based on the new evidence and Kristen's solid alibi, the judge declared that the jury likely would have come to a different conclusion, and the conviction was vacated after 16 years in prison. 16 fucking years. She was released with prejudice, meaning that it can't be tried again. How crazy is that? 16 fucking years in prison. So now she's trying to get paid, and I don't blame her. How crazy is that, though? 16 fucking years. There's nothing to cover, Kim. I just read the whole thing. I just thought it was interesting. Kristen wrote a letter to the Board of Prison Commission. The letter came after her release, and she wrote it to inform them of terrible conditions while she was in prison. Crazy, right? She walked out a free woman on January 3rd, 2018. 16 fucking years. Can you imagine? Oh. Here it is. So it's her case in 2023. It's her against the police for an appeal, but I don't know what the original one was. So detectives Thomas and James Rochelle, the detectives, appeal the district court's denial of summary judgment based on qualified immunity in Kristen Lobato's Kristen action. We reviewed de novo. As the parties are familiar with the facts, we do not recount them here. We affirm in part, reverse in part, and remand. To the extent that the detectives challenge the district court's terminations that there are genuine issues of material fact, we lack appellate jurisdiction to review such determinations on interlocutory appeal. That I know basically means that the appeal court can't do what the detectives were asking. They can't do a new trial or whatever. So that part I get. For example, the district court determined that there was a genuine issue of material fact regarding whether the detective deliberately fabricated evidence based on the totality of many characterizations, discrepancies, and omissions between Lobato's statements and detective reports. In addition, concerning causation, the district court determined that there was a genuine dispute of material facts regarding whether the detectives' reports had a substantial or controlling impact on the prosecution of Lobato for killing Duran Bailey. All right, I understand that too. They're saying that, I get that. District court properly determined, viewing the facts in the light most favorable to Lobato, the detectives were not entitled to qualified immunity on Lobato's 14th Amendment claim for deliberate fabrication of evidence. So basically, she sued them for fabricating evidence, and the courts agreed with her, and the appellate courts agree with her. So that part I get. At the time of the detective's conduct, it was clearly established that it was, where are we? In addition, causing causation, the district court determined it was genuine. All right, got that. The district court properly determined, viewing the facts in the light most favorable, detectives were not entitled. I read that. At the time of the detective's conduct, it was clearly established that it was unconstitutional to deliberately mischaracterize a suspect's statements and investigative reports. I get that. Holding that as virtually self-evident, there is a clearly established Constitution due process right not to be subjected to criminal charges on the basis of false evidence. Okay. Mischaracterized statements. The detective reliance is misplaced. Here, unlike whatever, viewing the facts in the light most favorable to Lobato, there's a genuine dispute between the detective's inaccurate recounting of Lobato's stay. Okay, so they believe they're false. The instant case also differs because it concerns more of a mere omission, rather viewing the totality of mischaracterizations, discrepancies, and omissions between her account of the attack and the okay, so we know that you lied. Likewise, the district court properly determined that viewing the facts in the most favorable light for Lobato, the detectives were not entitled to qualified immunity on, okay, so we get that. District court properly rejected the detective's argument that Lobato is collaterally estopped from pursuing this claim due to probable cause finding at Lobato's preliminary hearing. Probable cause termination in a preliminary hearing does not preclude a plaintiff from litigating that issue in a subsequent suit. However, the district court erred by denying the detectives qualified immunity on the conspiracy claim. Under the intra-corporate conspiracy doctrine, an agreement between or among agents of the same legal entity when the agents act in their official capacities is not unlawful conspiracy. Okay, so now I see what I missed. Lobato has not identified any case demonstrating that it was clearly established that it was a conspiracy. Okay, so now I get what they overturned. I didn't read that right the first time. Holding the officials were entitled to qualified immunity because it was not clearly established that it was a conspiracy. Okay, I get that. Finally, we declined to exercise pen and jurisdiction over Lovato state law claims because they are not inextricably intertwined with the denial of qualified immunity. All right, I get it. So she won somewhat. I don't know how much she won though. But I guess it was the detectives that were filing this. And they lost. Good. They should lose. I'm glad they lost. They should have to pay. Let me see if she got anything. Did Kristen win money from Vegas? PT. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Usually it says like she won X amount of dollars. But the Innocence Project did acknowledge her. She's on the list of exonerees. Oh, she's still in court. Because this one says, as a result, stipulation not hint, suggest, or imply in any way the parties are not ready to proceed on December 2nd, 2024. So she's still in court for this. I didn't realize that. She's got court coming up. Hold on. The matter is set for jury trial beginning December 2nd, 2024. Oh, I wonder if it'll be televised. I'll watch it. She's suing the police department. And that's in court on the December 2nd. Court's April 2nd minute order set the following pretrial dates, which was all October. Trial brief October. Parties are filed in motions October 18th. The parties respectfully request the deadline to file jury instruction. Yeah, she's got a jury trial against the police on December 2nd. Good for her. I guess she's going after two specific cops. If it's televised, I will. Now I'm interested. All right, December 2nd. All right. Like I said, I was just looking through that right before I went live. Happy gobble gobble. CU22. I don't get that. What's CU22? Is that like secret code or something? I don't know. But I see I did get some candle orders. Woohoo! We love candle orders. And that's it. But I am gonna get off. I I'm kind of tired, but I'm kind of hungry too. And I can't wait to eat tomorrow, even though I don't eat a lot. But I'm going to get off. I hope everybody has a wonderful turkey day. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I will let you guys know. But I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you want to come over here, we have plenty of food and have plenty of turkey. And it's just me and the boys. Yeah, I see a few orders. I love orders. Orders are the best. And I promise you guys, as soon as I have official word that somebody got engaged, I will let you guys know. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful turkey day. Happy Thanksgiving. And that's it. All right. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, order your candles, energycandles.com. Duh. How did I forget? All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Whoop. I can never turn streamers off.